Good afternoon, fellow Academy55 members who are watching this live and everybody else who's watching the recording. It's David Cohen here on Thursday, the 9th of May, and it's 5 to 2 in the afternoon here in the UK. Beautiful sunny afternoon for most of us here in the UK. Anyway, that's the weather. Here, I'm going to be here hopefully placing a trade on the US 100, also known as the NAS 100, within the next hour. As you can see, we had a sell alert last, so I'll be looking for a buy alert. But I just wanted to show you that this imbalance here was formed by that and by this candle here. And as you can see, it's been filled, so that one's no longer necessary. But we have, regardless, we have other imbalances that need to be filled there. But if I take you onto the 15-minute time frame, we are close to an area where we haven't been this high. Tuesday actually, we haven't been that high since. Well, if I put it onto the, I think of 4 hourly maybe. There's where we were there, and the last time we were there was last Friday. So that's a pretty high area that we're seeing at the minute. And this area here is we got support and resistance lines that I've drew for myself, points of interest for me to have a look at, hurdles to get over, and this area here is being congested as a fairly important area that price respects. So really, because this is the highest part of the highest it's been for a while, I would be very happy to take a sell when it comes along, because we have lots of imbalances here, lots of reasons for price to get down here. And because I don't know too much about this area up here, I'm quite happy to let a buy go, because by the time we get the green wave, well, price has got to be above here, and then I'd be looking at this area as a point of, yeah, right, maybe price will bounce that area and come back down again. It's more prominent for a sell than a buy, as far as I can see right now. We had large candles here, a large sell. So if you was around at well, 1435 is quite significant, because that is the time, well, 2:30 New York time, our time, sorry, for New York. That is the time when the stock exchange opens in New York. So consequently, you would see a big sell-off from that. And sometimes you see quite big movements, but sometimes they come back and sometimes they don't. So you can't really read too much into that. But if you was around at that time there, you would have got in there. Stop loss there, where you could see fairly comfortable 2 to 1. And if that was you, that was fairly quick as well, within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. If that was you, then the rest of this is a educational watching brief for you, because you've already got your 2%. But we have got a buy alert now, and I'm quite happy for this to play out, because like I said, this is the highest it's been up around here for a while. I got all these barriers. The price could bounce or break, and this area here, and this is a big area here as well. That's a support and resistance barrier. So I'm quite happy for a buy to play out in whatever form, because I haven't even got a green trend yet, and it's just broken the wave, which is not turned color. So I'm quite happy for this to sort of play out and maybe take the next sell, being the patient person that I am. Also, so that gives us time to make sure we do a bit of housekeeping and make sure you are on, if you're following me, make sure you're on the US 100 cash. And your trade assistant, you've got the all important 1% in the risk, and you've got the risk to reward button turned purple, the lot calc button turned purple, and that square there turned purple, just in case you want to close all trades. But like I say, I'm quite happy to let this buy play out, because we're not in it officially. We still can't get into it because of the trend line still red, but I'll paper trade it regardless. So a scenario would be get your long position tool, put it over there for a little while. Your stop loss would need to be there, equidistance with where the red wave met the green. That means you're 2 to 1. So you've got to cross all these barriers. Oops, what's up there? Give me 2 to 1 first. So not in any traders yet, because the trend line is still red, not green at all. And like I say, I'm quite because I've got all these barriers in the way here where it can bounce, break, consolidate. I'm quite happy to watch this buy play out, and I'd much rather have a scenario where I take a sell personally. So I will paper trade this with you guys, and if it sails away, so be it. I mean, that's okay. There's always another trade around the corner. But I've got these barriers here. Like I said, I drew up on higher time frames. And I know price respects these areas. So I don't want a situation, seeing as this big sell, there was obviously a commitment to sell off. They could be going out, they could be coming up here just to fill out these little bits of imbalance that we see. In actual fact, I think that's the last one really. So it might even turn around now, because it filled out the imbalance on this candle with that wick there. Look, this one, we got a small bit of imbalance here. It might actually get up to there, because all these other imbalances has been filled out on these smaller candles. So we might actually see it get up to this area here, or maybe equal with this support and resistance line before turning around again. That's the scenario that I'm thinking. Of course, I could be wrong. Be wrong on many occasions. But like I said before, if you're not happy with a trade in your own mind, you don't have to take it. There's going to be plenty of other opportunities, because as you know, per the rules, we only need 1 or 2 trades per day. And looking at this, if there is a sell opportunity, of course, we've got imbalances down here that need filling out if we were to take a sell trade after this one buy is beaten out. But right now, so paper trading, now we can get into the trade. So it would have been there. Your stop loss would have been down where the red wave met the green. And that means your 2-to-1 would be up. Oh, right, way up there. And that's, don't get me wrong, that's not an impossible possibility, because that could happen. But like I say, it's in this no man's area. It hasn't been there for quite a while. But we'll see what happens anyway. So I'd much rather be happier waiting for another sell alert, because this area here, where this area here, where price is bunching up, seems to be quite a significant area. And as you can see, to get our 2-to-1, we'd have to overcome all that as well as this line here now. And that candle there has mitigated all that imbalance on these candles here. But we will see. We will see. It's lovely seeing all your posts in the group. And about an hour ago, I did make a video in answer to a question: why do we use EUR USD as the Forex pair of choice against the Academy 55 indicator? So I did make a little 4-minute video about an hour ago, put it into the Facebook group. So if you are an Academy 55 premium member, go and watch that, please, because we're trying to make it visual so people understand a little bit more. Let's read the information on this circle here. Wall Street set for muted open as weak earnings offset jobless claims relief. So that, to me, may indicate a little bit of sideways movement. Muted, in other words, it's not such a big deal as they was hoping for. So that could mean we have a bit of a sideways thing going on. But usually this time, especially this hour, and also between 7 and 8, we usually see quite a lot of volume coming into the NAS 100, the Nasdaq, the US 100, Nasdaq, NAS 100, same thing. But hopefully I'll get to act on a sell. So that price did actually respect that, and now we might be going down to fill out these imbalances already, and maybe even beyond. It's not beyond the realms of possibility to think that. Like I said, personally, I'm after a sell. But we're still in the buy. Paper trading, that is. Haven't hit your stop losses yet, but shouldn't be all that surprised if it does. And of course, we've got the all-important purple EMA line, where price likes to hug, like around there. It's kind of hugging around there as well. It loves this purple line. So it might be coming down to visit there and then bounce again. It could well do. But it's got good reasons to get down to these levels here as well. Fill out that little bit of imbalance and possibly beyond, because this is where all the imbalances and all the action is, and it might be wanting to go and do something about that. But we haven't finished this buy yet. I mean, it's still in it. Although things have petered out a bit for it at the moment. But as we know, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know things can change quite dramatically and fast. It's nice to see so many people on today. So thank you for being here. And everybody else who's watching the recording. That will be up soon. Just as a reminder for everybody on the recording, today we have Academy55 members watching this live on the 9th of May, Thursday the 9th of May, and it's now 11 minutes past 3 in the afternoon here in the UK. So I'm going to turn over to my MT4 now, because we got a sell alert. And we would have been knocked out there. Put the lines on. Of course, we got the trend line still below price. And that's where the stop loss will be. But I want it like 200 pips floating. Parabolic SAR is above price. The ribbon is still green. The wave has started to turn red. I mean, the volume ribbon can turn red within 1 or 2 candles. And yeah, we're taking that buy. I thought it was a little bit too much of an ask to get past those support and resistance lines. And it proved to do so because it came down and took our stop loss out. There's always another trade around the corner. Got to stack the probabilities in what you think is your favorite by your experience and your experience of what you've experienced so far. And if you have a doubt, like I did, and you don't fancy taking the trade, just don't take the trade. It sounds simple to say, but a lot of people don't do that. And then they get in the habit of taking trades just for the sake of taking trades, which is not a good practice, really. You need to get into a sort of routine where you trade as you mean to go on, because you're not really going to be improving as far as that's concerned. And the worst things that can happen is, I suppose, if a trade has less responsibility, but it still wins, and you win 2 or 3 of them on the bounce, which could happen. It's more akin to gambling, and it gets you in this bad routine. And then eventually, I can assure you, eventually, it'll come and bite you in the backside. Because it's more akin to gambling than trading. Don't get me wrong, trading is gambling in a way. I mean, but you're stacking more and more of the odds in your favor. The more and more you know about price action, the more and more you know about imbalance, the more and more you know about support and resistance lines, and why price goes to where it goes before it turns around. You're stacking probabilities in your own mind. And by doing things on a repetitive nature, you are training your brain to recognize things without even thinking about it. Much in the same way as a tennis player hour before a match will right, he'll work on his forearm just to get that muscle memory. And now, as you can see there, the trend line has gone red, but it's still below the price. So I'm still the 2 pip equivalent away. So when price gets below here, still keeping that 2 pips away. So when price gets below here, this one down here, I'm going to be in for a sell. And that could happen very, very soon. The stop loss is floating with the entry, still like 200 units away. Very soon now, I could be in a sell situation. Ideally, the stop loss should be on the trend line, but I want to give it room by this 2 pip is more important. Right, it's equal with it now. So I'm in the trade because I waited for what's called a break of structure there. It broke structure a bit. give me a little bit more confidence. Stop loss is here, where ideally it should be there, but I'd have to wait for price to be down there for my stop loss to be there, if you understand what I mean. So, but we have imbalance here, I noticed, which is rather unfortunate, but it also, we got imbalance here for price to tap into. Depends how much volume we got for the sell. So I'll go back to my trading view. Right, that's gone. Wasn't even that anyway, so not to confuse anybody. Take that away. Get the short position tool, and I think I was in about there. Let's just double check on that. Yeah, on that can down there. My stop loss was below the purple line, just about there, which means my 2-to-1 would be down there. So let's hope for a change. But we have imbalances here and here to look out for. So, but we also got imbalances here to look out for as well. Let's get back to, oh, right, okay, so in retrospect, no, I was too it's notice how that 200 has increased, 2000 has increased because of the commission, and oh, come on, don't do that. Damn, yes, well, so obviously price was wanting to possibly fill out these imbalances up here before possibly continuing a move down. Right, okay, so that's a 1% loss. And the buy was well, I wasn't intending on taking the buy anyway because of the reasons I explained. But we will await another opportunity. We either fill out this imbalance here, then it turns around and continues to sell, or we get a buy signal, and if a buy signal comes up again, I wouldn't be happy to take a buy because of the reasons I said earlier, and also this area here. So my next, I either react and still take a sell once parabolics has flipped from above the price. If it comes down again, I'll react on that. But if we get another buy, I won't be taking a buy. Let's just put that over there. Keep that and see what happens. Prices sort of mitigated that imbalance on that candle there, as you can see by these wicks. So if that's what it's going to do, it could very well carry on now and continue its sell. If that's what it's going to do, you'll see. And of course, if trading was easy, we'd all be millionaires and everybody would be doing it. Right, price is indeed going back down. It could have been coming up here to mitigate that imbalance on that candle there. There are no imbalanced candles up here that I can see that need equalizing, because that was equalized by that wick there. Same with that, by that wick there. So indeed, we might be coming down for a deeper sell. So we could react off this sell alert. And once parabolic size has flipped and the trend line has gone red, you could be in line for still following this sell alert, assuming that this doesn't go up anymore, which I don't, at this moment in time, I have no reason to think it will, because like I said, it's sorted out that imbalance by that wick there. But you know, it's going to do what it's going to do. We'll see. You can tell by the size of the wicks of the candles that the volume is sort of deserting us at the moment. Not a lot happening, and all of a sudden, volume comes in, and down we go again. Like I said, I'm quite happy to let the buys go. Buy alerts just coming now. Quite happy to let that go because I don't really fancy a buy at all. Because of all this noise here and this support and resistance line here. So I'm quite happy to just watch this buy with interest. Oh, we'll paper trade it. Um, the volume ribbon is just starting to turn green. The trend line's already green. Wave is green, so you would be getting in there. Stop loss would be on the purple line because the red wave meets the green wave there. So that means your 2 to 1 would be up there. Oh, equidistance of all that noise, which is interesting. But we have imbalance here, and we know needs filling. Like I say, it is 50 because of the take profit being equal with that equal high there. It is 50-50 whether I take the trade, but I'm not I'd rather just do a watching brief myself and wait for another sell. But it is because my assumption was take profit will be up here away after that noise, but now it's equidistance with that noise. But after just losing a trade just now, I just don't psychologically, well, in my own mind, I just don't fancy a buy. So I'm not going to be doing it. And if you don't fancy it, don't do it. Simple as. I think what's putting me off as well is the fact we can see a imbalance on this candle that we know needs filling. And that is mighty close to the stop loss. That's another reason scenario. I'd be much happier with a sell. But we'll paper trade it and see. Watch it romp home, which is fine. Oh dear. Eyesight's a wonderful thing. There's a 2 to 1. But that's okay. That's fine. Because we're at this area here now. Equidistance with the high on that point there. And it's got ideas to go even higher. We'll look at it to possibly to these levels up here. And this is the highest it's been for a little while. Let's put it on the hourly. See that area there? That was at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. And that was the highest it's been since. I think I'll have to put it on the 4 hourly. Where are we now? Yes, so indeed that's the highest it's been since 15th April, the middle of last month, nearly a month ago. In that area there. That's on Monday the 15th. So So I'm entitled to trade one more time today. Hindsight says it should have been that one, but I did have doubts, so I didn't do it. Notice how the parabolic stars are getting close to the price now, which is indicative of the volume for the buy running out. So what will happen is the candle will come down and envelop the parabolic star and flip the parabolic star above price. And depending on how far, well, there's not a lot of volume. Well, we know that anyway because of that. But that's also another indication of not a lot of volume going on. If the parabolic star was up here somewhere, say, there would be a deeper volume for a deeper sell. Question for me right here, right now is, will I have time to enter into another sell with you guys before the end of transmission, which is in another 18 minutes time? Maybe. If anybody did take that trade there, congratulations. Uh, please put it in the Facebook group. Oh, of course, we can always see just the same. We saw a little bit of bunching there. We could also see the same here. That's just something else that I'm having a look at the moment. Just an alert coming for something else. I'm not looking at it now, but that's what that was. So, okay, as far as this session is concerned, can't really see anything happening between now and 4 o'clock. We are on a bit more of a buy, if anything, which is down there. And if it was to turn around for a sell, price would need to get down to these levels here before 4 o'clock for you to see that in our live session. And I don't think that's going to happen, to be fair. Looking for price maybe to get up to these levels here, then bounce a break. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks very much. Hello and welcome to Academy 55. It's now 7:05 in the evening. I'm on the US 100 looking for a buy. We've had a long sell, and it's Thursday, the 9th of May, 2024. And I'm looking to go and have a buy. Show you on the screen. Here's where we are. Had a long sell-off here. And then we had a bit of a buy. It's so here we are on 7 o'clock. Parabolic are now flipped below price. Like I say, we're waiting for a buy signal and things to change for a buy situation. And as soon as the buy ensues, indeed a buy is what I'll be taking. But we've got to get above this wave first, obviously, and the trend line's got to turn green. With a little bit of imbalance there, and a little bit of imbalance over, no. Yeah, maybe possibly going up to this line. This is the highest been for a few days. We will see. as you can see, it's making its move upwards, and so time for me to put the line chart on. Obviously, here is where I want to put my stop loss, and you need an all-important buy alert. The volume ribbon to turn green, the trend line to turn green. So nothing there yet, but because we're on the minute time frame, things can happen very, very quickly. That's why I'm in readiness. I'll take my lines off again. Okay, so started to go into consolidation at the minute, but we're in that hour where volume can and often does get into the market. So I'm hopeful that we will get a buy alert very soon, although we're in consolidation at the moment, possibly picking up buy orders, ready to shoot on up. Just got to be patient and wait. So now hopefully we might get our chance for a bit of a buy. Volume ribbon started to turn green. We're lacking that buy alert and also the trend line. And also the wave needs to turn green as well. Wave just started to turn green even as I said it. A little bit of lots of turbulence though, as you can tell by the wicks below and the wicks above the price. Bit of a nervy market at the minute. So anything can happen, and it just is. Doesn't seem to be any one big indecision candle there. But we are on a buy bias. We have been for a number of hours now. Price doesn't have to do anything it doesn't want to do, of course. Just goes through one's mind when you're waiting. You've got to be a bedfellow with frustration and patience. Something I still have to come to terms with, to be fair. But this is what you've got to do. Because as we can see here, we are in true consolidation for the last 20 minutes or so. Just nothing going on. Thought we might have been off to the races there. In reality, because we're on the minute time frame, that is not a big chunk of volume. Even that is not really. So wishful thinking on my part. Okay, so this time we'll try again. Will patience pay off? We will see. Stop loss goes there. The finger over the buy button. Waiting for things to go green now, obviously. Got the buy alert. Green wave. And here we go. There we go. In for a buy. Let's hopefully get it up to these levels up here. We can all go home very happy. So as we can see, we are roughly approaching the 2-to-1 area. This can be determined as one of the most frustrating times because we're so near. No cigar though. That's what the saying says. Bit more patience. I have seen price get up to here and then go all the way back and hit my stop loss. So I'm not saying too much. Oh my God, it looks like it might happen again. So as you can see, just a little bit more of a burst, and then we're there. Back the Parabolosaurus flip now. Gives me a bit more encouragement. There we are, going to reach the finish line. And in fact, like I said, we are so very, very near to getting our 1 to 2. It's clearing out that bit of imbalance on that candle, and then hopefully we will see the next candle go straight up and hit our target. Or didn't he get the memo? So here we are, so near to it. One final volume push, and we're there. I know it wants to. Taking a rather long time to sort things out. But hopefully our patience will be rewarded within the next candle or two. And there we go. We have a winner. So with that being said, thank you very much for your time, and see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for being here today, and bye for now.